Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, I'm sure you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
Dixie Maverick.
Willis will look to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, Maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
21G.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning things right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground.
Touchdown, Dolphins! John Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board 1st here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Waddle, the motion man right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jalen Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and a couple. Now Tua. This is Smith with a run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, Achane. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and run it with Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Willis. Oh, The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Willis will look to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. The shotgun snap to Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Steps away. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw here hauled in by Kupp. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Tua. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Achane. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the option left, here's Tua. A pitch back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Looks like they're going to keep throwing until the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Willis, got to have this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
On the jump.
Willis.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Down at the 25.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Right back to Achane on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll run for it with Achane.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of momentum that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.